link between pharmaceutical company and regulatory authorities. So we are the responsible person who try to market a product into a particular country, like say European Union or
Are you
US.
sharing your screen?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. I guess. Wait, 1 second. So, can you see the screen now? Is it visible? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes, it's
Hello?
visible.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
okay. So, if we want to market any product in a particular country or particular region, so we are the responsible person who should know all the guidelines which are related to that particular country so that we can market a product. So, in this way, we are the middle people who register a product into the market. So, this is how we form a link between a pharmaceutical company and the regulatory agencies. Now, RA is responsible for registration of drug product, responsible for knowing the requirements for obtaining a product approval. If we want to get approval of a particular product in a particular region, then we should know what are the requirements to get a product registered in that particular market. Then, now it involves in every stage of development of new drug, new medicine, and post-marketing activities of approved medicinal product. So, thus we have two parts. We have something called as new submission, and other part is the post submission. That is, once we submit, we prepare a dossier first, which is a file where all the documents which are related to a particular product are present, and we submit it to regulatory authorities. Once it get approved, after the approval, whatever activities takes place, those are called as post-approval activities, and RA also plays the role in post-approval activities to maintain the life cycle of a particular product. So these are the different types of health authorities. That is MHRA we have. Then we have US FDA, we have TGA is for Australia, US FDA as you all know for USA. Then Health Canada is for Canada, Informed is for Portugal, and Visa is for Brazil. So there are many different health authorities in for different regions all over the world. Then these are just general idea I'm giving you all. So now different types of applications. Now applications in sense, whenever we register a product, we prepare a dossier. So in different region, it is termed differently. So in US, it is termed as investigational new drug. There is new drug application and there is abbreviated new drug application. Now let's go one by one. In investigational new drug application is whenever there is a change in any indication, that is use of a medicine or any dosage form, that time we go for investigational new drug application. New drug application is whenever there is an innovator, a new molecule which is investigated. So that time we go for a new drug application. And then we have ANDA, that is abbreviated new drug application, which is mostly used for generic products. So as you know, when we have an innovator which has exclusivity of 10 years, once 10 years is done, the other companies, which are mostly generic companies, they are ready to market their own formulation. So that time we have to, for generic products, we have to take ANDA, that is abbreviated new drug application. These IND, NDA, and ANDA, these three are mostly for US, and for Europe we have MAA, that is marketing authorization application. So these are different terms which are used for applications in different regions. These are most important ones, and mostly used ones are in US and Europe. Now, there are general terms which we should know in RA, which are mostly heard about RA. First one is dossier. Now, what is basically dossier? Dossier is a file of a product. Imagine a file which has all the documents which are required for a particular product, like your different sections, say your specification, analytical procedure, or all these different types of documents are present in this file. So this is your entire dossier. Now, modules. We have something called as eCTD. eCTD is your common technical format. Okay, common technical document format, which is mostly used by Europe, USA, and Japan. And now most of the growth countries are also using it. So through this eCTD, we have 5 modules. First module is administrative, where all your cover letters, your application forms, additional data, all these things goes in module 1, including your SPCs, your labeling, the text which is put on the cartons, then your labels, all this comes under module 1. Second, we have is module 2, which mostly includes your quality summaries. Third, we have is module 3, which is very important in terms of pharmaceutical industry, because all these specifications, analytical procedure, validation reports, then your manufacturing procedure, your critical steps involved in manufacturing procedure, all these things are present in module 3, so which is mostly related to your quality part. Fourth one we have is non-clinical trials. And last we have is clinical trials. So these are all 5 modules which are actually forms a part of your eCTD. Then what we have is variations. So once our dossier is approved, we get a registration into a particular market. Then after that, whatever activities takes place, they are called as post-approval activities or post-marketing approval activities. So these activities are whenever, once you have a prepared complete dossier with you, there are any changes, for example, if there is change in hardness, if there is change in thickness, or if there is change in bed size. So all those changes has to be complied in line with regulatory authority. So they should be informed about whatever changes are taking place at your site should be informed to regulatory authority. Now these changes are classified into different types. In Europe, we have type 1A, type 1B, we have type 2, which are minor and major. Then in USA, you have PASS, CB30. Also, these are different types of changes which are classified differently in different regions. And in growth market, mostly they are based on your European guidelines only. So depending on a particular country or region, they ask for the documents. Then we have renewals. So after every 5 years, we have to renew our marketing authorization. So once we renew it, for some countries it is like 5 years, we renew it after 5 years, and then you get unlimited validity for your license. For some countries, if they find some issues like safety issues, then they again tell them to again renew it after 5 years. So this is all renewal activity which is required for marketing authorization. And there are some softwares which you all should know, because nowadays main important countries like US, Europe, they ask for eCTD format only. And these are few softwares which are giving us that opportunity to work in eCTD format. They are Viva Vault, which is one of the most important software, which is mostly asked by the companies now. If you have experience in Viva Vault, they will definitely opt for you. Then we have Adam, GI, Insight for Viewing. We have TrackWise. Then we also have TrackWise is mostly related to change controls, but all these other changes, they are taken care by Viva Vault now. So current version of Viva Vault is very important. So you should have experience in Viva Vault, which provides you the entire CTD format, and you can work in it and submit your variations or your dossiers to particular authority. Now, division of RA. Now, division is basically, I have divided it into 2 parts. One is new submission, other one is post-approval activity. See, when there is an innovation of a product, you have 10 years of data exclusivity right by the owner of that particular molecule. After that, it is taken up by other countries as a generic product. And the countries which take it as their generic product, they start preparing their own dossiers beforehand, before the data exclusivity right gets over, so that they can immediately market their product into that particular region. So we have to prepare the entire dossier with all different sections of CTD, and that is your new submission. We submit that particular dossier to the authority. If the authority agrees with your formulation, then you get approval. And after the approval, whatever changes are taking place, they are done in your post-approval activity. So these are the two parts basically I have divided it into, but we do have other activities, but these are the main ones. Then why do we require RA? First thing is protection and safety of human health. So without regulatory affairs, without the guidelines, we cannot market a product. And the first and foremost point we should remember is the protection and safety of human health. Okay, so next one is to ensure the quality, safety, and efficacy of that product. Obtain the regulatory requirements for registration of drug product in the market and drug development, and ultimately commercialization. So these are the things which is why we require RA. So if the product is not safe for human health, it is not possible to market any product in any particular country, and they're very, very strict about all these regulations when you market a product in their country. Now, role of RA as RA professional. Now, RA is related to all the departments of a pharmaceutical company. We are in relation with preclinical trial, clinical trial department, pharmacovigilance, R&D, business, marketing and sales, QC, QA, compliance. All these departments are related basically to RA in some or the other way. Okay. So, on what issues does DRA department provide assistance? These are some of the issues, like we have licensing, we have registration, in development, in manufacturing, quality guidance, pricing, marketing, pharmacovigilance. All these are some of the issues where we deal with the other departments. Now, role and responsibilities of RA professionals. So first is keep in touch with international legislation, guideline, and customer practice. So we have to be updated. If there is any change in any guideline, we should know that what are the changes, and we have to implement that in our variation or in our new submissions. So without that, we won't get any approval. Second thing is ensure that the company's product comply with current regulations. That whatever is there in the dossier, whatever changes are made in the dossier, same is notified to your agency. Next is RA professional job is to keep track on ever-changing legislation in all regions in which the company wishes to contribute its product. Formulate regulatory strategies. See, there are different types of variations. As I told you, we have type 1A, type 2, or type 1B. So sometimes what happens, pharmaceutical industry, if the change is minor and the change is classified as type 1B. So when you type 1A is like it's a minor change, type 1B is a considered as somewhat minor, or say for example type 2 you are taking, it is major change. So for type 1A, for some countries there are no fees, but type 2 has fees. So in order to reduce that, you should use your strategies in such a way that you don't have to pay the fees and you can classify that change as a minor change. So these are the different types of strategies a RA personnel should have, how he's going to use his skills to reduce the fees also and help a pharmaceutical company to be more profitable. Then second thing, you have to coordinate, prepare, review all different types of documents which are required for your dossier. Then maintain approved application and the record of registration fees paid against submissions. So whatever submissions we do have to pay fees for all these variations. And respond to the queries as they arise and ensure that registration is done. So these are some of the responsibilities of RA professional. What we have, the most important part of this is, why do we have to enter in RA? Do we have some future? What are the career scopes? All these things we are looking out for. So first one is a qualification. Now, a person who has done Master of Pharmacy, Bachelor of Pharmacy, Master of Science, Bachelor of Science also can enter into regulatory profession. Okay. But including this, you should have the management skills, project management, analytical skills, how to analyze a particular change, how to use different strategies, how to negotiate, how to communicate. You should know how to write an email, a formal email, how you are going to write. So the different types of team players, or you should be decisive, like you should have that decision making capability, flexibility, willing to learn. You should be able to communicate with the other person. So these are the additional qualities, additional skills which you require for to be an regulatory affairs professional. So only having a qualification is not that much important, but it is equal to whatever skill, extra skills you have. So that will lead you to success. Now, when you enter into a pharmaceutical company, which are the different designations you get? So first, career scope is your pharmaceutical in a pharmaceutical company. So we have your trainee. Starting when you join as a fresher, you will be as a trainee, then officer, then executive, senior executive, assistant manager, or you can be an associate 1, 2, 3. So this all this depends on your company, whatever the company policies are. Some companies may employ you directly as an executive. So it is the trainee officer part is not there. So directly they employ you as an executive and the designations goes on. So these all these things are in pharmaceutical industry. Then the general salary, don't mark my words, these are just general salaries. For a starting trainee, you can get as a B Farm 15,000 to 25,000. Same with MSc, BSc. And if you are M Farm, you get 20,000 to 30,000. So this is just a general salary, which is obviously it will differ from company to company policies. And this is just a general idea. And this is basically for the trainee or the fresher who joins the company. Okay, so this is all about the pharmaceutical company. Now you have chances in government jobs for RA professionals. You can work in different health authorities like CDSCO, MHRA, USFDA, plus you can work in hospital pharmacies, community pharmacies. You have jobs like pharmacist. In local FDAs also you can work where you can get a job like DI. You have food inspector. All these things, these are the government jobs which are open for you all to be a part of as a RA, to be a part of government jobs. Then third option you have is jobs in abroad. Okay. See, minimum requirement for a job in abroad is actually minimum is 3 years of experience you should have. And then you can apply in these different countries like UK, US, but they do have their own examinations which you must clear. For UK, there is IELTS to work, get a PR. Even in Canada, you have to answer IELTS. And then for USA, there are other exams like GRE, TOEFL, and in Gulf, there are their own examinations. So you have to clear them, or you can directly go and start studying over there, and then you can get a job in a pharmaceutical industry. So you get a good salary packages there if you compare it with India. So that is another scope. So we have normal pharmaceutical industry, then you can get a job in government agencies, then you can get a job in abroad. So these are some of the career this guidance. And thank you. If you have any queries, you can ask me. And this is just a short introduction and career and scope for RA. If you all have any questions, you can go ahead. Or any queries regarding the content.
Hi, Bhopali. This is Gayatri.
Yeah. Hi, Gayatri.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, can you share the recording session with us?
Actually, I'll have
Yeah,
to
recording
ask.
will be recording will be shared to you on your WhatsApp. Okay, it will also available on the YouTube once the session will be completed.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. Anyone else? If you have some queries, you can ask me. This is just a presentation of normal RA requirements. So when we do the course, we'll give you a practical knowledge about it. So whatever is there in a pharmaceutical industry that which needs you need to know, will be taking up in the course. So if you have any more questions, you can ask me. Any queries if you have. Anyone? I hope you all have understood what I've said, so there are no queries from your side.
Ma'am, could you please repeat once again?
Hello? Hello?
Hello. Ma'am, would you
Yeah.
please repeat it once again the salary part?
I cannot hear you. Your voice is breaking there.
Can you use the chat box, Amit?
Yeah, you can
Hello.
ask me.
Hello.
Yeah,
No.
now your voice is audible.
Yeah, tell.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello? Hello, you can ask your question.
Hello, good evening, ma'am.
Yeah,
This
tell.
is yeah.
Oh.
Actually, currently I'm working in R&D.
Okay.
I want to change to regulatory affairs. Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible because you can get a chance in new submissions. R&D people are mostly employed in new submissions for the dossier preparations. So
Okay.
in RA department, you can try. How many years of experience you have?
Yeah, I have 5 years experience, ma'am.
Yeah, you can go to RA. There is no issue. You will be employed in a new submission team.
Okay, but I
Because
don't have any experience, no, ma'am. How is it?
no,
How I can?
no, see, basically RA is not like, I don't have experience. It is not like that. It is like you should have a experience, which is all these documents which are there in the dossier. They are mostly related to R&D, QC, and manufacturing part. So you know, when you know what is specification, what is analytical procedure, what is validation, all these things, when you know, it is very easy for you to do it. Okay, because some of my colleagues in my company itself, they have the background of R&D, so they have already jumped into RA. Says there's no problem as such. It is just like you should know the most basic things of CTD, how it should be, because you have a technical knowledge. You just have to implement it. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can jump into new submissions. There's no issue.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, welcome.
Yes, Bhupali, Gayatri here.
Yeah, Gayatri.
Yeah. Actually, I'm working with regulatory publishing. Is it
Okay.
possible to change to submissions?
Yeah, it is possible, but you should be able to pick it up. It is not like that if you're working in publishing also, you can jump to RA. Normal post approval also you can go to, or new submissions also. There's no
Okay.
issue.
Now I'm working with safety documents.
Yeah, so only do you have any
Uh,
knowledge about quality?
yes, I have.
Okay, then there's no issue. Safety, there are two parts basically. One is safety and other one is quality. So now we are
Yeah.
more stressing on quality part because we in India we have most of the pharmaceutical companies. So that is the
Okay.
reason why most of the people are focusing on quality, but you can work in safety department also.
Yeah, and
Because
I'm working with CRO.
okay, so that can help you. There's
Uh,
no issue. You can also go to new submissions also. If you have a technical knowledge, you just have to implement it there. There's no issue.
okay, okay,
Provided your company
okay,
should employ it.
okay. Thank you, Bhupali.
Thank you.
There is something in a chat box. Can you see in a chat box, Bhupali?
There's someone, ma'am, salary part once again. Okay, they want to know about salary. See, salary is basically depend on the pharmaceutical company which you are going to join. So starting salary, as I told you, for B Farm it will be 15 to 20,000, or for M 25,000. For M Farm it will be 20 to 30,000. Now this is just a generalization. Don't mark my words, because it depends on the company how they want to employ it. Depends on your previous experience also. If they want to count your previous experience, they will pay you well. There is no problem. So this is just a general statement which I gave. Okay, 15 to 25 is just for the trainee starting as a fresher. I hope I have answered your query, Amitava. Okay, yeah. Anybody else?
Okay, so I think that's it. Nobody has any other queries. So
Okay,
the
thank-
class, I think the courses is going to be start from the next Monday. Okay, not on this Monday. Next Monday will going to be start the RA classes. Okay. So do the registration as soon as possible. We'll share the registration to all of you. If you are interested, you can go with the registration. So okay, thanks. Thanks to all for joining.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.